Hello. Um, so this afternoon I felt a whole bunch of stuff in my energy field and it was so uncomfortable. It felt like someone was squeezing my soul and I don't know, it was horrible. And so I got really, really desperate and I cried because I didn't want to die. And then I contacted a friend of mine again in desperation, someone that I kind of had a little bit of an aversion to before. And we talked for like an hour about my perceptions of what was going on here in the clinic and that I felt like I was part of a fucking experiment and that I felt like everything was just killing me. And I told him about my problems with like losing my energy, and he was very understanding. And it was interesting because before today I was thinking I just want someone to believe me in my story, and he did. Um, and he tried to make suggestions of things that I could change, but none of the things that he suggested were really helpful. And then, because I felt this huge tension in my chest, and then all of a sudden it started lifting, and I could feel it going away. And then I said to him, I was just like, I feel like a huge chunk of my energy just went to you. And he just said, well, I just dedicated an hour and an hour and a half listening to you. So I think that's okay. And I was just like, what? How do you mean that? Do you think it's okay that my energy just went to you? And so we had this conversation about it, and he was just like, yeah, maybe I just want to lighten your load, and maybe it's not that bad if I take your negative emotions away or something. And I was just like really dumbfounded. I was just like, no, like I want to be able to process that in my own system. I don't want to give all my pieces away. And and I said to him, I was just like, I really appreciate you taking an hour, but I don't want to feel like I owe you something in return, especially not my energy, as I feel like my soul is dying already. That would mean even a more certain death. And he was just like, okay. And I said to him, can you promise me that if you feel different or if you feel my energy, that you will tell me and that you will give it back to me? And he's like, yeah, maybe I'm just going to clean it and return it to you. And I'm like, okay. And I got really angry in between with like, I was just like, I'm so fucking pissed off with like what is happening to me and my helplessness and my I don't know, this is just, and now I feel like I had that like feistiness in me where I was just like, and now I feel kind of despondent. Like I feel like, okay, then I guess I'm gonna die forever. And I even outlined to him like how dire of a situation it was. I was just like, it's not just this lifetime. It's all lifetimes. It means the complete annihilation of my soul. And still some energy went to him. And I could feel it as it was happening. I should have not talked to him. And he said, you are in my heart. And I was just like, what do you mean with that? That sounds funny. He's like, you are with that very innocent and pure part within me. I keep you safe. God, it's so fucked up what's happening. I can't even find the words anymore to describe it. He commented on my perception, and he was just like, yeah, that's unique, and with your perception and blah blah blah, and excuse me, and now I feel like that's gone. I said to him, I don't want to die yet. And he said, I don't want you to die either. Well, let's see what tomorrow brings, maybe. Better give me my fucking energy back. But at this point, I seem to not be able to trust anyone anymore, because whenever I talk to someone and they are there for me, I feel like I lose something from myself. And I remember when I could sense my soul properly a few years ago, I listened to people, and I didn't expect anything back. I didn't want any of their energy. I had enough. Well, another day in paradise. This is a fucking orchestration to kill me. And I keep saying it's too late. Oh, I just got goosebumps. And then people always say, yeah, till next time. And I'm like, yeah, till next time. told me to distance myself from my parents, but they have so much of my energy now that I know that when I go to the hospital in the Black Forest, I'm going to probably freak out because I will not feel anything in myself anymore. I still have 2 or 3 weeks left here, and